Hi students, welcome back. Today I am discussing about certain problems related to graph in one-dimensional motion. We already studied about the displacement time graph, velocity time graph and acceleration time graph. From that graphs, we all know that what about the slope of the displacement time graph? Slope of displacement is represented by the letter S. Slope of displacement time graph which gives velocity. Okay, slope of displacement time graph gives velocity. Slope gives velocity. Then slope of velocity time graph which gives acceleration A. Slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration A. Okay, again we studied that. What about the area under acceleration time graph? Area under acceleration time graph gives velocity. Area under acceleration time graph gives velocity. And area under velocity time graph gives displacement. Okay. These are the points regarding the graph. Now we can go through certain problems related to this graph. Our first question. Displacement time graph of two bodies are given. Here P is the first body and Q is the second body. And the displacement time graph which makes an angle 30 degree and 45 degree with the time axis. Now we want to find out what about the ratio of velocities of P and Q. Okay. Displacement time graph is given. We want to find out velocity of P and Q. Ratio of velocities of P and Q. Okay. From the displacement time graph, angle is given. Therefore, velocity V is equal to tan theta. Okay. Slope of the position time graph gives velocity. Okay. And that slope V is equal to tan theta. Okay. Then what about the ratio of Vp and Vq? Vp by Vq is equal to tan. What about the angle for P? That's equal to 45 degree tan 45 divided by tan 30. Tan 45 is equal to 1 and tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3. Okay, tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3. Then on rearranging, we get the answer as root 3. Therefore, what about the ratio Vp and Vq? Vp by Vq is equal to root 3 by 1 or Vp is to Vq is equal to root 3 is to 1. Okay, Vp is to Vq is equal to root 3 is to 1. That's the answer. Okay, slope of the displacement time graph. Slope of displacement time graph gives velocity and that velocity V is equal to tan theta. Okay, this equation is very important. If angle is given, we can find out the velocity. Velocity V is equal to tan theta. Our second question. Acceleration time graph of a body starting from rest is given. Okay, acceleration time graph of a body starting from rest is given. We want to find out the maximum speed of the particle is. Okay, we want to find out the speed of the particle. Okay, from acceleration time graph, how can we find out speed? Area under acceleration time graph. Okay, area under acceleration time graph gives speed. Then from the graph, it is clear that what about the area? Area equal to half into base into height. That's equal to half into base is given, base is equal to 5 seconds, 0 to 5 seconds, that is equal to 5. Base is equal to 5 into height is equal to 6 meter per second square is given, that is equal to 6. Then 5 into 6 is equal to 30, 30 by 2 is equal to 15. Therefore, what about the velocity or speed? That's equal to 15 meter per second. Okay, area under the acceleration time graph which gives speed Therefore, area is equal to half BH. Then we got the value as 15 meter per second. This is the speed. Maximum speed is equal to 15 meter per second. A third question. Area marked 1 and 2 respectively 5 units and 4 units. Okay. Area marked, that is here it's equal to 5 unit. Area marked 1 gives first gives 5 unit and area marked second gives 4 unit. Okay, here it's equal to 4 unit. Okay. The ratio of distance traveled to displacement in 10 seconds is, okay, here the time interval given is equal to 10 seconds, 0 to 10 seconds. We want to find out what about the ratio of distance traveled to displacement. Okay. Here velocity time graph. From the velocity time graph, how can we find out displacement and distance? Area under velocity time graph gives distance or displacement. Okay. Area is given here. Area. What about the total area? Total area that's equal to 5 plus 4. Okay. That's equal to 9. Total area is equal to 9. And that 9 units which gives the distance traveled by the body. Because it's a scalar quantity, therefore we want to consider only the magnitude. So 5 unit plus 4 unit is equal to 9 unit, that is the distance traveled by the body. Area under velocity time graph gives distance and displacement. Here the area is equal to 5 unit, here it's equal to 4 unit. Then 5 plus 4 is equal to 9 unit, that is the distance traveled, because distance is a scalar quantity. Okay. Here 9 unit is the answer for distance. And what about displacement? Displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity, therefore we want to consider the direction also. So here it's equal to plus 5 unit and here it's equal to minus 4 unit. Then 5 plus minus 4. 5 plus minus 4, that is equal to 1 unit. Then what about the ratio? Okay, ratio of distance to displacement, it's equal to 9:1. Okay, ratio of distance to displacement is 9:1. Okay, the next question. The distance traveled by a particle in 4 seconds is. Okay, here the velocity time graph is given. From the velocity time graph, we want to find out what about the distance. We know that. How can we find out the distance from velocity time graph? Area under velocity time graph which gives distance. Okay, area under velocity time graph. Okay, what about the area here? Here the area is in the form of a triangle. Okay, area is triangle, that's equal to area equal to half into base into height. Okay, that's equal to half into base 0 to 2 seconds, that is 2 into height is equal to 20 meter per second, that's equal to 20. Area is equal to 20 meter, that is the distance traveled here. Here this portion represents a rectangle. Then what about the area of the rectangle? Area of the rectangle is equal to, area is equal to B into H. That's equal to 2 seconds to 3 seconds. Then base is equal to, change in time is equal to 1 second. 1 into, what about height? Height is equal to 20. That's equal to 20 meter. Okay, area is equal to 20 meter. Now, we want to find out what about the area here. Okay, this is a triangle. From this triangle, what about the area? Area is equal to, base is equal to 3 seconds to 4 seconds, that is equal to 1 second. and height here is equal to 20 to 30, that's equal to 10. Then area of the triangle is equal to, area of that triangular portion is equal to half into base into height. It's equal to half into base is equal to 1. Okay, base is equal to 1. What about the height? Height here is equal to 20 minus 10, that is equal to 10. And it's equal to 5 meter. Okay, then what about the remaining area here? Remaining area here, it's a rectangle. Then from that rectangle, area is equal to B into H. That's equal to, base is equal to 1 into height is equal to 10. It's equal to 10 meter. Then what about the distance traveled? Distance traveled is equal to 20 plus 20 plus 10 plus 5. That is equal to 40. 40 plus 10 is equal to 50. 50 plus 5 is equal to 55. Okay, 55 meter is the distance traveled by the body in this diagram. Within 4 seconds, the distance traveled by the body is equal to 55 meter. Okay. Our next question. Figure shows velocity time graph of a particle. Velocity time graph of a particle is given in this figure. Then the particle having, we want to find out what about the acceleration and which type of acceleration is there. Okay. From the graph, it is very clear that the angle is, here it's equal to 30 degrees, so here it's equal to 150 degree. The angle theta which is greater than 90, theta which is greater than 90, so the slope of the graph is negative. Okay, negative slope indicates that, negative slope of velocity time graph indicates that it is retarded motion. Particle is in retarded motion. Okay, retarded motion. And what about the acceleration of this particle? Acceleration A is equal to, acceleration of the particle is equal to tan 30, or by using tan 150 we can calculate that value. Tan 30 is equal to tan 31 by root 3. That's equal to 1 divided by 1.73. That's equal to 0.58 meter per second square. Okay, this is the acceleration of the body, and which type of acceleration is here? Negative acceleration. Negative acceleration means retarded motion. Therefore, we can say that the particle is in retarded motion and its value is equal to 0.58 meter per second square. Okay, our next question. Here there is a position time graph is given. Our question is the graph represents. Okay, the graph represents a retarded motion. Why it is so? We know that what about the slope of position time graph? Slope of position time graph gives velocity. And what about that velocity? Okay, when we find out the angle, what about the angle? Angle decreases. Okay, angle here decreases. Angle decreases means velocity V is equal to tan theta. Okay, theta decreases means velocity decreases. Okay, velocity of the body decreases, that means it is retarded motion. Okay, when the velocity of the body decreases during its motion, that type of motion is called as a retarded motion. So the graph represents retarded motion. Retarded motion. Okay, then what about the position of the body if it is moving towards or away from the observer? Okay, observer is standing here. Then we can say that the position of the body with respect to time. Okay, at time t is equal to 0, this is the position. At time t is equal to 1 second, this is the position. As the time increases, position of the body increases. Therefore, we can say that the body is moving away from the observer. Okay, body moves away from the observer. Okay, these are the two observations. Velocity of the body decreases. Velocity decreases means it is retarded motion, and the position of the body moves away from the observer. So, we can say that body moves away from the observer. Okay. Our next question, the acceleration time graph of a body will be. Okay. Here velocity time graph is given. From that velocity time graph, we want to draw what about the acceleration time graph. Okay, what about the acceleration here? From the graph, if theta is this angle, what about the angle here? Here also the angle is equal to theta. Here also, what about the angle? Angle is equal to theta. Theta constant. Theta remains constant. So, we can say that acceleration A is equal to tan theta. Slope of the velocity time graph is acceleration. Acceleration A is equal to tan theta. Theta constant means acceleration constant. Okay. And it will have a definite value. So, how can we draw the acceleration time graph? Acceleration time graph of this body is, acceleration time graph of the body is, remains a constant value. It's a straight line which is parallel to the time axis. Acceleration time graph is a straight line parallel to time axis. Okay. Our next question, acceleration time graph of a body will be. Okay, to find out the acceleration time graph, position time graph of the body is given. Okay, from the position time graph, we want to find out what about the acceleration time graph. Okay, from the position time graph, it is very clear that what about velocity? Velocity is equal to slope of the position time graph gives velocity. Slope is equal to tan theta. Theta remains constant here. Okay, theta here also theta, here also the angle is theta. Theta remains constant means velocity remains constant. Velocity constant means its body obeys uniform velocity. Okay. Then what about the acceleration time graph? Uniform velocity means what about the acceleration? Acceleration is equal to 0. Okay. Then which graph represents the acceleration time graph of this particular body? Here the acceleration, when we consider the first option, here the acceleration is equal to a constant. That is, acceleration will have a particular value or it will have a definite value. So the first option is not correct. In this case, when we consider the second option, the acceleration of the body changes. And here also acceleration of the body is like this, then no one will give, the acceleration will becomes equal to 0. So we can select the answer as none of the above. Our next question, velocity time graph of the body is given. Ratio of average acceleration during the interval OA and AB is. Okay, ratio of average acceleration. We know that from the velocity time graph, acceleration equal to tan theta. That is, slope of the position time graph or slope of the velocity time graph which gives acceleration A. That slope A is equal to tan theta. Okay, then acceleration, average acceleration, we want to find out the ratio of average acceleration during the interval OA and UB. We want to find out the acceleration or the ratio of average acceleration during the interval OA and OB. Therefore, acceleration at the interval OA is equal to tan 30. 30 is the angle here. And what about the acceleration at the interval AB? That's equal to 60 is the angle. Therefore, tan 60. Then AOA divided by AAB is equal to tan 30. Tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3 divided by tan 60. Tan 60 is equal to root 3 by 1. Therefore, the answer is 1 by 3. Then what about the ratio? Ratio will becomes equal to 1:3. Okay, ratio of acceleration in the interval OA and OB and AB, that's equal to 1:3. Okay, I think these questions are clear for you. If you like this video, please subscribe and enable the bell button. Thank you.